Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't know if the chair is empty. It always starts with like this hot mess over there. But good morning, everybody, and welcome to the XRP Community update. My name is Sincerely George, and I am so happy you are here. A whole bunch of people showed up this morning. Actually, Aaron has already commented in the chat. He's always listening in the background. I'm not going to talk about you today, Aaron. Aaron, craziness. But today we are going to talk about a lot of amazing stuff. I'm super excited. I'm super excited. Even I'm still blushing over here, okay? You guys might not know why, but you'll know in a minute. But we are not going to talk about this garbage that people like to talk about Ripple and XRP and our community. We are not going to focus on this, right? Because there's so much good stuff to focus on that's going on. And when whatever you put your focus on is what takes over your mind. It's what you spend all of your time thinking about. So I'm not going to spend all my time thinking about Charlie Lee. He's not even hot enough. All right, let's just start with the fact that he's not even hot enough for our attention. He sold all his tokens for his own solution that he was building. So how much faith did he have in his own stuff? And then he's coming over here trying to cast some shade on us. No, we will not talk about that. Anyways, this is an article that came to my attention, and I was searching. I was searching my Twitter stream, searching for the video that AJ posted of another YouTube creator that really went through and talked about one of the topics that's covered in this article. And I think he did a fantastic job because he really went through the documentation that relates to how XRP was created. And I thought it was fantastic because it's a whole legal thing about who owns what. But anyways, like I said, we're not going to talk about that. Instead, I want to talk about this. I woke up to this morning. There is a cartoon out there of me and Nate, I'm pointing right at you. This cartoon that was done by, let me check his name again, Crickets 139. And please give Nate and Crickets a follow. I am a little bit shocked. I woke up shocked. This threw me off this morning. There's a cartoon out here of me in my sunglasses. This is dot on with some of the stuff that I've done. I was really surprised. I'm amazed by the art that Cricket 139 does because he's able to take, pictures and then make them into some amazing, funny work. So I'm looking forward to really sharing more of his stuff. But I was a little bit amazed by this. It threw me off this morning. I'm still blushing. You probably can't see it. I won't make any assumptions as to why. But yeah, oh my goodness, Crickets 139 is out there creating a lot of great cartoons about people in the XRP community and stuff that is going on. Lots of when moon things. They're all pages out of a cartoon, out of a comic book. Get comic book in your head. Comic book, not a cartoon. Cartoons move. Yes, comic book. So I was really amazed, and I want to say a big thank you to Nate for having this commission. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I had a lot of fun with that, right? So stay on the funner side of life, stay out of the negativity, and yes, you'll go to sleeping very well. So nice cartoon. It's a comic book. It's pages out of a comic book. So yeah, really awesome. I felt really appreciated. I'm still blushing under all of this. I don't know how I'm going to go to work. They're going to think that something amazing happened in my life. And it did. I met the XRP community. That's for sure. So moving on, I don't know if you guys saw this yesterday, but the OTC premiere happened on Jungle Inc. In the morning, I was like, go to the HODL review channel. Yeah. Not the smartest up here sometimes. It was actually on Jungle Inc. So I hope that that my faux pas in saying where it was going to be was corrected. So the OTC has launched, and the video that was on the premiere that was done on Jungle's channel last night was fantastic. I learned so much. I know that's going to sound strange, but yeah. Just a second. Just want to share that there, but I learned so much. And the funny thing is that I'm actually involved in this, and I was learning more as I was there. These guys have kept it under wraps. They asked me not to share any information early about on the chain. I kept it really under wraps. I wanted to respect their innovative creativeness and their startup, feeling that they have. And when people come to me with startup ideas, it's mum's the word, nothing, because it's yours. I know what it's like to have your thoughts and visions and dreams out there, and it's really scary because when you're in a startup, you are wondering, like, will it make it? Can I do it? And you don't want to share anything because you don't want somebody else to do it, but at the same time, you have to share your ideas with people so that they can vet them and help you, tweak it and make it even better. So thank you so much, guys, for sharing the idea with me. I'm really excited about where you're going with this idea and what you're creating, and so on the chain is going to be, they want to be the Bloomberg of the crypto space. Just really short bullet points here, but they want to be the Bloomberg of the crypto space, and they want to really focus in on core areas in news. They've rebranded Chip XRP Minutes YouTube channel for one purpose, and they've also rebranded the Hodl Review channel for another part of what they're going to be doing. They are accepting signups. They want people to sign up. So if you go to the website that I shared, you can sign up for updates. I was in the tweet stream, or I was in the stream for the YouTube video, and like, when's the next thing? When do we get more? And, I know that they've been working really hard behind the scenes. This is part of the reason why we haven't had regularity with what they've been rolling out, because they were going through a whole rebranding effort, and they wanted it to really launch with a lot of attention instead of getting it out there part way. So they have a great crew of people involved. You've got Crypto Eerie, Jungle Inc., Rob Cash, myself, Oz Crypto, Jeff from the Hodl Review, Rain, and Chip. So bravo, guys. They're going to be rolling things out, doing podcasts. They hope to have a newsletter soon. And if you go to the site, you can actually subscribe to their channels. On the Chain is one of the rebranded channels, and On the Chain Live, where they'll be doing live stuff, is another one of the channels. So I'm really impressed with what our community does, how we step up, how we step out to really work and grow the cryptocurrency space. Now, don't get me wrong, there's people that follow other tokens that are doing the same thing, but this initiative that Jeff and Chip have pulled together doesn't seek to focus in on XRP. And this is the XRP community update. So enough of them already. I actually want to shine some light on another great person in our community, XRP Shine. Now, XRP Shine has really stepped up, and his website is very focused on how to get more plugged in development stuff. And this is what has been really key, and one of the focal points of the Here for XRP Community Choice Awards is we really want to show attention and love for our developers. My goal is that by the end, by the time the award ceremony happens, everybody understands why we have the XRP Community Fund, why it is status quo in this type of space to fund and support, developer works, and that we go and shower our developers, those shy, introverts out there, with lots of love, and inspire them to create more great stuff for our community. So I want to focus in on XRP Shine. XRP Shine developed this website, and it came to us, the people behind the XRP Community Choice Awards, and said, hey, I built out this website for you guys. What do you think? If you want, you can use it. And it was very modest and humble. And, it has a counter. It tries to showcase all of the different things that we have going on, puts a focus on the XRP Community Fund, and just really put together all of the stuff that we're creating so we have it in one great place. Now, again, I don't really like to go out there and say, hey, these are the things that people are working on, but we have a lot of great community created content that's being done in and around the XRP Community Choice Awards and fundraising for the XRP Community Fund. And that is exactly what we want. We want community generated information. I don't need to come to this later because it's right here on this website. We are almost at our next 500 XRP donation to the XRP fund. We've already sent over 2,000 at this point, I believe is the right number. And we're about to send over another 500 once this passes 500. So really awesome. Thank you so much, XRP Shine, for really getting this out there for us. And before I move on, I want to share some of these links. And then I actually want to go to XR, because what I was saying is that his site, XRP for You, really focuses in on more of the technical stuff that we have going on. So instead of being focused on, and I don't like it when that comes up, thank you so much. So instead of being focused in on, specifically the news that's happening, it's really focused in on helping people plug into things like the testnet, charities and funds, and learning how to code, right? So there's a bigger focus here on XRP Shine's website about helping people understand how they can plug into the development tools, how they can get a validator going, different tutorials on how to start coding for the XRP ledger. So I just love it. I think this plugs into, they've got games out here, XRP tools and statistics. So this is a great resource if you're trying to get under the hood on different information about what's going on in the XRP community and want to look beyond the news to what's actually happening in the ecosystem. So a massive thank you for including us on your website, XRP Shine, and for just stepping up and creating this website so that people have a one-stop shop experience in regards to information. In addition to that, anybody that visits this site and does any browsing around, the site is coil optimized, and all of the XRP that is generated by coil members going and spending time looking around this site will actually be going to here for XRP. So, just by going out and browsing the web, you can help the charity. And, I don't know if you guys have seen this before. I'm going to minimize this. I know it's going to, actually, I don't have to minimize it. You can see it right down here. Some people put this on their site, others don't. Gosh, why mess with a good thing? Close that as well. But you see this coil counter here. So I'm a coil subscriber, and you can see that while I am here on this site, it's actually paying the content creator for their work. Why won't you expand? Okay, I'm not fighting with you anymore. I'm not fighting with the browser. Anyways, you can see that while I've been here, I've paid a penny worth of XRP. It's not a penny. I don't know what a ZERP, All right, moving on. So before I move on, I want to say hello to everybody that is here. And yeah, I was going to say a sentence, but I'm still blushing over here. Good morning, Nate. Good morning, David D. Bubba Shipes, the great Pate. Fantastic to have you here. Yes, thank you, David, on having my very own on the chain. I'm not used to being in the limelight. I'm blushing over here. Danny Torres, so happy you are here. Jungle Inc., fantastic to have you here. Great show last night, sir. Calvin Knight, RTB Dutchy, you missed nothing. Aaron Figs, awesome to have you here. I'm loving your shorts. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. They will only get better with time. Lionel, Tony Shine, Albertina Elf, I hope all is well. I haven't seen you in a little bit, but it's good to have you here today. All I care about is today. And Connie, I didn't miss Connie XRP. Connie, I hope you got my I'm too lazy to type last night in the stream where I just put in a bunch of green hearts. That was me saying, hello, Connie. It doesn't seem to work that I want to tag people with their name. Crickets S, awesome to have you here, my dear. And I hope that is Crickets, the guy I was talking about at the beginning. If you showed up late, you need to go to the beginning because you were the first thing that we were talking about this morning. Who else chose to show up? See, I'm able to think and read and do things at the same time. No NDAs. We're broken during the week leading up to the launch of OTC. That's right. I know. I feel really good that I said nothing. I'm sure some of my friends are a little bit upset. Like, why didn't you tell me you were going to be doing this? I think I saw somebody said to me earlier yesterday afternoon, I thought I saw your face on something that somebody posted. And I was like, huh? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm really busy over here. Raf's Kitchen, fantastic to have you here. If anybody is wants to learn how to cook, definitely check out Raf's Kitchen because he makes good stuff. I just don't buy enough groceries. That's the sad part. All right, anybody else? Yes. Good to have you here, Crickets. All right, so let's keep moving on because there's more amazing stuff I want to talk about. So Patty C, another person, and I think I shared XRP Shine, that's highlighted. So I want to share Patty C because As I mentioned a couple minutes ago, you know, really hope that by the time we finish the XRP Community Choice Awards, everybody understands what the XRP Community Fund is. That is second goal. One is to raise 10,000 XRP for the XRP Community Fund, and the second one is that everybody understands what the heck it's for. What am I giving XRP to? How do I get something made? I'm not a developer. I don't know how to do that. Blah 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 blah. Chitty chit chat. Right? So Patty C has stepped up and is starting to do a focus on the XRP Community Fund. I know we have some great posts out there from Hoder. They're long though. Can I just speak to the guy that the fact that Hoder writes like a lot of information, like a lot. Great in-depth content. What Patty C is focused in on is trying to get us those short, small updates so that we capture a small amount of information all at once and understand it. So she really tries to break it down for everybody. You know, she's writing from a perspective of, hey, you want a quick update on what's going on? Here you go. And so in this first post that she's created, she's really focused on who created it, why did they create it, what happens to the XRP or money that they receive. So big thank you to Patty C for this article. I will share the article here. Mods, what? What's wrong? Pate's upset. RTB, are you picking on Pate and him losing XRP? Yes. I know, Pate, you won't lose any if you send it. Just send it properly, my dear. Just send it properly. That's it. Check the tip bot. All right, I will. I'm running out of time. I've got lots of great stuff to talk about. Okay, I will. Is it here? It is. Ah, we're over. Nothing makes me happier. Wow. If only my own paycheck grew at the rate that we are, you know, sending love over to the XRP fund. You know, I was in a chat yesterday. Thank you so much. Is that from Pate? Pate, I love you. RTB, I love you too. All of you, I love you. I love you. Awesome. Yes, Nate and Crickets were laughing at me for my repetitiveness. Very mean. Very, very mean. Very, very mean. But I'm blushing again. I am a typical geek. I want to be in the background, you know. Don't get me wrong. I will go out like a bull in a china shop on the dance floor, but you know, I usually like to be in hiding. It's a lot of attention all at once. It's crazy. I'm blushing again. So I'm moving on. So I'm on the wrong page. So let me show it to you here. The XRP ballot was supposed to go out yesterday, and then somebody, a slacker, didn't send it out. And so yeah, it's going out today. But I want to give you guys a quick insight into the XRP Community Choice Awards. So there are a lot of people in our community that don't get the love and attention that they deserve for what they do. So I want to give you a quick breeze through on what all the different awards that you can nominate people for. And I really want people to get involved in it, because this is what the XRP Community Choice Awards are all about. It is a real awards thing. Okay. So, enter your Twitter handle. We will do proof of life. We don't want any Charlie Lees over here saying, you know, we're bots and all that type of stuff. The MPV award is really going to be the person that stands out in our community and does the most for our community, the person that really moved the needle for us. We're not focused on Ripple employees here. They get paid. Yeah, they get paid. But, you know, a community member, a startup contributor, you know, somebody who really moved the needle. One of the things that you might find hard when you come out here is that I'm not trying to drive anybody to vote for a specific person. So put their Twitter handle in here. It actually creates more work for the team that will be going through this, but we're not saying Alex Cobb, and 3 people, right? There are so many people working in this community, and who knows what one fraction of the community thinks is the person that should win this award. This will be both on our development centric ballot as well as the public ballot, because you know, the person who wins this wins it. We'll be doing this in 3 different cycles. So from now, when the ballot goes out, till October 12th is the first cycle. Totally open, put whoever you want on there. The next one, we will use multiple choice, like which one of these people do you think should win first and second? So you pick one of 2, and then the third one will be run on Twitter. So everybody will see real time how different people are doing in different categories, and we will run those for 7 days. So the last 7 days we will be putting together an article of who were the runners up, who was nominated, and then the award ceremony, you know, the live YouTube event that will be happening on the 16th, will really showcase and put attention on these people. So again, we have MPV, we have blog coil contributors, so people who are actually building and promoting content online, video content creators, we call them video content creators, not YouTubers, because we have Cinnamon, hello, and as was mentioned on Jungle's channel yesterday, there are a lot of other platforms. So let's figure out where these people are and promote them to make it fair for our content creators, because it's hard to break into this space. We're going to be doing it based on 20K and above, 10K and above, 5K and above, and rising star videos, so 5K and above. So, you know, Jungle, congratulations on topping out over 25K subscribers. I just noticed that yesterday, but I want to congratulate you on that. Creator of the year. So here, you know, this part, I think we may have it as multiple choice with an other, because most people don't know who some of the creatives in our space are. So here we will have multiple choice. Fudbuster, the person that's out there doing, right? So we have Tiffany Hayden, we have Erie with all of her videos, we have Sam, and there are many, many more. You know, Joel Katz is another one who will get into a conversation and shoots down some FUD, but really want to keep it focused on the community. Rabbit Hole Researcher, thank you so much for everybody that voted on this title of this category. This is the person that goes under, you know, goes hunting for all of the news that's available on the internet about what's going on with Ripple and XRP and brings it to the forefront. Some of it may be obscure, some of it might be my favorites are the screenshot of a PowerPoint deck with the squiggly line, because that's the best you can do when you're drawing on your screen with, you know, a highlighting pen. But we want to bring attention to them because they're doing great work for us, right? And when do they get to be in the limelight? That's the thing, is that all of these people are not in the limelight enough, and I want to make sure that we give them an opportunity to be in the limelight, show them that the stuff that they're doing is valued, and maybe inspire other people to step up and do more of that stuff, right? We want to grow the XRP ecosystem, really appreciate our developers. And this one, XRP News Hawker. What? XRP News Hawker. So this is a throwback to people that used to sell newspapers on the street back in the day. You see them in old movies. They were newspaper boys. They actually went on strike in the 1800s. But this award, since nobody came back at me with a good one, is the XRP News Hawker. This is the person that retweets, shares, and gets out there with the most news. There's lots of people that are doing it. Most likely to be a bot. This is a throwback, you know, my own little, like, thank you so much, CoinDesk, for appreciating us. This award is going to be focused in on, you know, who's the most likely to be a bot. I've said before that Lionel might be one of those people, because I'm sure that's what the Bitcoin maxis believe, is that he's a bot. What's with all this Bitcoin FUD? We're not going to zero, right? So who is somebody that is constantly sharing, keeping us up to date? The Community Choice Award recognized the community member who consistently tweets on the same topic. Their devotion to the topic and the response to any position in opposition of their own makes life more fun. All right. And that brings us to the end of the community-centric one. There's also another one. There's a couple of questions that need to be added onto this one as well, which is a development-centric one. And we have XRP non-Ripple validator, or non-Ripple validator of the year. We also have developer of the year and startup of the year. So startup of the year and developer of the year, there's one more category I'm forgetting. Those two questions will be brought over here. Everybody has the ability to do both, but didn't want to break anybody's brain thinking about topics that they don't know. So please get involved in the awards. Who's voted on here will be who will be, you know, supported or showcased in the XRP Community Choice Awards. And I've said I a lot, okay? I've said I a lot. It's not just me. There are other people behind this, but, you know, I'm opinionated, all right? All right. So I'm running out of time, but let me go over here to the chat, because I haven't been here. And so I haven't been over here, but I'm interested in hearing what you say. just a lot of really great stuff. It's just so exciting. So thank you, Crickets. I really did like it. It was a fun one to do. Yeah, I hear that you figured out a lot of that on your own. That is a little bit scary. I didn't realize that was how people perceived me in the community. Nut job out here creating content and having fun doing it, but that is exactly what it is. RTB and I bought more tickets. Thank you so much, Danny Torres. Check the, oh my goodness, you guys are scaring me. Scaring me in a good way. Scaring me in a good way. Oh, I don't see it. I don't see it. I will see it. I will see it. I promise. Oh my goodness. It's all very, very good. Thank you so much for everything that everybody is doing. All proceeds go to the XRP Community Fund. None of it stays with any of the promotions that we're doing. People are helping to drive some of these promotions and actually, you know, putting out XRP to get us there, donating their works, like Danny Torres, who's donated her painting, which is one of our grand prizes. You know, there's amazing prizes. We really want to get out there and support it. Jeff from the Hodl Review, congrats on the launch of OTC. We talked about it at the beginning, so definitely go back and hear about it. It's awesome. It was awesome. Thank you so much for that. And really looking forward to what you'll be doing in our community. And Bubba Shite says, great job on OTC, Jeff. You and Chip knocked it out of the park. I can't wait to watch you all grow. I totally agree. And David D says, congrats, Jeff, Hodl Review. Awesome for you guys to create a one-stop shop for all things chain and use a diverse group of content creators who will hopefully lend credibility to the space. Totally agree. Totally agree. And Lionel, I think, was pointing at the fact that Danny Torres may win. She's bought a lot of tickets. But, you know, there's other great things to win, you guys. There are many great things to win. But the fight is really on for winning Danny's painting at this point. I know Crypto Sifu has donated 200 XRP because he wants to win. He said there's nothing like winning. RTB has bought a lot of tickets. Another person that's like, there's nothing wrong with winning, and actually vocalizes the fact that he wants to win the painting. Nixer and many more. So there's no limit on the amount of tickets you can buy. Tickets make you eligible to win prizes during the event. Why are we doing an event? It's the most legal. I am a rule follower over here. There's a couple of rules I've broken in my life, but I won't tell you about them. But I'm a rule follower, and I'm not going to jeopardize my career or anything else. And I don't want anybody else that is contributing to this to jeopardize that. We don't want to fall into hot water. So by having an event, you're allowed to give away stuff at an event, right? So we're selling tickets to the event. You don't have to be there live in order to, you don't have to be there live. There we go. We have another ticket. I knew it was going to show up. I knew it. Awesome. So you don't have to be there live to win. And I should show you the ticket counter, but I'm not going to go there. I want to go to some other things instead that are super exciting, because this is a community focused show, and enough about the things that I care a lot about, but I care about all of this stuff. But you know, we have, you know, I just mentioned Danny Torres. We've got her painting up for grabs during the XRP Community Choice Awards. And thank you so much for donating that, Danny. It is a beautiful painting, and I can't wait to see it on my wall. Yes, I am not limited in my ability to win. So, you know, I look forward to seeing it on my wall. But I want to send a shout out to Goop, who we will be giving away 10 limited edition prints of Goop work, and we have to get the ballot going on regards to what the community wants to see. But Goop has been painting some of our community favorites. Somebody who was here earlier, I'm not sure if he's still here, I think he still is, but Jungle Ink has now been gooped. You know, you've been gooped. That was a hashtag that I saw yesterday that I really love. So I want to share this tweet because I want, you know, to help support Goop and what he's doing. It's amazing. The more we promote and support the positive things that people are doing, the more likely they are to do it, right? When you compliment that girl, when you know, help your wife, you know, when there are so many examples of how, you know, you win more friends with honey than you do with vinegar. So, you know, by really supporting and, you know, showing gratitude for the stuff that people in our community are doing, they're more likely to do more. And that is what I want to draw out of our developers. I want them to do more. Code all day, code all night. I know. We're going to love you for it. We're going to love you for it. And then it just becomes a labor of love. And that's sort of what, you know, the Here for XRP and the XRP Community Choice Awards has become for me, is really a labor of love. I love doing it. And I know the people that are involved, many of them who are just taking on work just to hopefully get our developers some love. So this is the painting of Jungle Ink. Oh, he just looks so kissable. I know, you know, now that he's been done, you know, I wonder what his wife will say, right? Like, ooh, I should have married you earlier. We have another goop that has been done. This one for XRP Crypto Sifu. And this is just stellar. Like, I was just, you know, wow, right? Like, such amazing art. And it's amazing to see people that you see on a regular basis here within the crypto Twitter sphere, you know, just highlighted. It's amazing art. So thank you so much, Goop, for all that you are doing. Thank you for your donation of the limited edition prints that, you know, we will have in the award ceremony. I am excited. I'm scared because I don't know why I have these last two tabs open. But before I go there, let's go back to the discussion. I see there's some comments about my necklace. Yes, this is I love this necklace. I actually, in the picture that they use for on the chain, I'm wearing this necklace because it's a lucky necklace. It's an emerald necklace. This is all emerald. Actually, I can take it off and show it to you. So when I went to, when I was in Asia, in South Asia, I actually went to Bangladesh and India. Emeralds are quite common there. As you can see, these aren't your standard, you know, bright green that you have. So I bought a lot of gemmy things, but I'm just not a jeweler. Like, fine, I'll wear makeup. Fine, I'll look consistent every single day. But, you know, I have some really nice signature pieces that I love, and this is one of them. So I wore it for that picture, and I wore it today to celebrate all the good stuff that's going on. So thank you so much for the compliment about my necklace. The number represents my holdings. I don't know which number we're talking about, Leonel, but awesome. Awesome. I hope your holdings are massive. Change scares me. Yeah, change scares me too sometimes. But, you know, the fact of the matter is that we have to go out and embrace it. I think change scares everybody. It's in our DNA. The fact of the matter is that, you know, change, when we were, you know, back in hanging out in caves and having fun as a tribe, you know, things changed without our understanding. And so I think it's really written into our DNA to be afraid of change. But now, today, there's so much that we don't have to be scared of, that when we embrace change in a positive way and look at how it can positively impact what we're doing, where we're going, and what is available for our family, it enables us to move forward. But, you know, this resistance to change that I'm talking about, we see that all the time in the digital asset space. When we tell somebody about XRP and they're like, I'm just going to hold on to my fiat. It's much better. It's in my pocket, right? You know, people are resistant to change and they're scared. They think it's going to be a failure. So, did I share the goop? So I want to share these so you guys can go out there and show some love. I'm going to reshare the one from Cricket, because I guess you guys didn't know that I wanted you guys to love these people up today. This is Goop. Yeah, so this is the person behind the paintings. I remembered what the additional Twitter things were for. So this is the gentleman that is out there doing these paintings. The first one that he did was actually of Joel Katz. You can see it here. And he's done Joel Katz, Joel Katz, Brad Garlinghouse, and others. But those are the two most popular. We've also got Nordic Ann out here. Came out, you know, this one was released last week. So I'm just really amazed with what Goop is doing, really building a lot of attention to all of this. He retweeted, I'm blushing again. Oh my goodness, I'm blushing again. This is going to be a really hard day. So definitely give Goop a follow, always releasing a lot of great stuff. I already shared that. And what is this one? I'm scared. Yes, the advertisement for the different, you know, the fact that Goop is, you can win a limited edition. We have 10. There's some goals. If we exceed the 10,000 10,000 XRP that we're planning on raising, a lot of the different gift categories or prize categories double. Now that's not true with Danny's art because that is a masterpiece. Okay, it is a masterpiece. It's a textured painting. It's large. I should have her ad up here as well. So there's no double on that because that is like a $500 plus free shipping value, right? So we won't be doubling that. And it's hard to see here, but this is all textured. You should visit her site. Let me type it out here for you guys so that I can put it into the chat for you. I don't know where that's going to launch. So, but you know, in all of this, we want to really bring attention to the good works and things that people are doing in our community to help build up our community and, you know, bring attention to, you know, what they're doing, who they are, help them, you know, get some more attention for the great things that they do and, you know, how, and just how great they are. So massive thank you to Danny. This is our grand prize winning. You know, it's a real painting. It comes with free shipping anywhere globally. You know, the painting alone is valued on her site at $500. The shipping, from what we've calculated, can be upwards of $200, upwards to $700 just to have it shipped. And through the gracious donation of somebody in our community, and I need to ask him if I can call him out because I'd like to call him out. You know, this painting will be shipped anywhere around the globe. So what else do I want to focus on? Yes, I wanted to go back to crickets. Really, this was uncalled for, Nate. You did not have to do this. I'm thankful that you did, but you didn't have to do this. Please give Cricket a follow. He has been creating a lot of great cartoons. From what I understand, there's some stuff in the works. But you know, I went out here and checked out some of your comics. They're comics, not cartoons. I'm a fool. And really creating a lot of great stuff. This was one of my favorites right here. This one in regards to September 24th. Come on, open up, right? And so really, again, putting a spotlight on people in our community. And so, yeah, that was today's show. More on the gossipy side, more on, you know, what's going on, not so much news on what's going on with XRP and Ripple, but this is what's going on with XRP and Ripple. From an XRP perspective, it is a decentralized, public, uncontrolled block, you know, digital asset solution. We govern what goes on. The fact that Ripple is one of the major contributors to it, and the fact that more companies are coming along and will be major contributors to it, we need to make sure that we are really ready to ensure that the functionality and the core features that we need in the XRP ledger in order for it to stay peer-to-peer, stay, you know, continue to have the feature set, you know, escrow available to anybody. And also the, you know, do we want the minimum reserve to go up from 20 XRP to some other number? I know they say that it'll come down, but that's why we need validators. We need validators that are our communities of our members of our community, instead of these all being big businesses. So that's why I really stand behind the XRP Community Fund, what they're doing, and really trying to help us drive greater adoption of, you know, community-centric focus, you know, that we take ownership of this because it's ours. They will steal it if we leave it out by the curb. Yes, I learned that in the Trailer Park Boys. Yes. So, you know, if we leave our door open and allow anybody to come in and do whatever they want, they will. Don't worry about it. So I just want to visit the tweets one more time. A little bit of an overload on all the links, but I really wanted to focus in on some of these people because they're doing great things in our community, and they really are pretty awesome. So Lionel, are you going to retweet? I am going to retweet that cartoon a lot. Thank you, Lionel. I know everybody will be listening because I always listen to what you have to say because you crack me up. Crack me up nonstop. So I went over, I'm about 12 minutes over. I probably haven't been in the chat enough. Tomorrow we will be giving away 50 XRP because we passed our goal of 600 subscribers, right, for the YouTube channel. So we'll be giving away 50 XRP. I thought about it. I'm not going to do tickets. You know, go spend your tickets on the charity event if you want. I'm going to be breaking it up into 2 drawings. And I think I am going to do one, just, you know what? I'm going to do this to help the Here for XRP. For one of them, I'm going to post something after this. Forget it. I'm going to figure it out right now. After this, I'm going to do something. Yeah, after this, my booty. So we have one, no, not that one. Let me just find it. Let's draw some attention to this one, right? Yeah. So anybody that retweets that tweet, who retweeted it? Let's see, Danny. All right, and some random person as well. So I don't know who that person is, but anybody that retweets this, I will be choosing a winner from that. So hopefully everybody here is hearing that. That's one way. That sucks though. All right, never mind. Forget it. Forget what I'm saying. Anybody that's here in the stream tomorrow, I'm going to give away 50 XRP broken up into 2 25 XRP lots. So look forward to seeing you tomorrow. It will be a little bit more fun, but we will be focused in on more XRP, but probably not so much on the community. All right. Thank you so much for joining. And yes, I'm scared to say what I generally say because I'm a little bit repetitive, as Crickets has demonstrated to me, but why not? When you believe it, you know, nail it into your heart. So I love all of you, and I'm so grateful that you showed up today. Please show some support for the people that have been highlighted today. Massive, you know, data boys to Chip, Jeff from the Hodl Review, Jungle for all the effort that you put into helping to showcase their work, and to the OTC gang. I know it's going to be a massive success. I know that the event that we'll be hosting in November will be a massive success, and we owe it to all of you, the XRP community. So thank you so much for being here. I love you all. And with that, I am out. Goodbye. Bye. All right. Have a good one, you guys. Bye. She only says bye like 5 times. Nice, Cricket. Nice.